Hi guys. Hello.
Welcome to YOLO WORK CAMP, and thank you for joining us today. So we asked those who passed JLPT N3 and N4, and today we will give you a lot of tips to pass the JLPT and also to find jobs according to your Japanese levels. So
Let's get to it.
okay, so during this presentation, if you have any questions, you can send it in Q&A.
And then at the end of the video, we'll take the time to answer any questions you will have as long as we can.
Okay, and so before we start the topic, we would like to introduce ourselves. So I'm Riona from Indonesia, a YOLO Japan staff.
And I'm Hugo from France, and in our team, we have like a lot of different nationalities working together. So Indonesia and France, obviously, we also have Americans, Vietnamese, Philippines, and a lot of different people working together.
Okay, and as you can see on the screen, we have like YOLO Base. It's our office. It's located in Osaka, near Shinimamiya Station. Okay, so topic for today, I will explain it to you. Thank you, Hugo. Okay, so these are our topics for today. The first one is who is YOLO Japan? Next one is tips for passing N3 and N4. And important things when studying Japanese, how to find a job via YOLO Japan. Let's apply for a job. And the last one is recommended jobs for N3 and N4 holders. The first one is who is YOLO Japan? We are a job listing company for non-Japanese living in Japan. And in YOLO Japan, we have lots of service. So we are not only providing job listings, but also we have like YOLO survey, YOLO drive, medical or medical questionnaire, home, SIM card, and lump sum withdrawal payment. And the last one is bill and ETC. And last month, we launched a new service in YOLO Japan. So the name called YOLO Drive, and this is an agency service to get driver's licenses. So in YOLO Drive, we have several good points for non-Japanese living in Japan. The first one is the website is available in English, Chinese, and Vietnamese. And next is you can find driving school that accept foreign languages. And we have like foreign language speaking staff to support you. Okay, so if you are want to get a driver's license, but you feel like don't know where to start, so you can start with here. You can scan the QR code. Okay, next is the tips for passing N3 and N4. So we ask those who pass N3 and N4 and we'll share how to study to pass JLPT. So for this part, it will be explained by Hugo.
Right, thank you very much. So I'll explain to you the tips for passing N3 and N4. So very first tip, use the learning tools available to you. Very first one, there is a service we have here at YOLO Japan called Japanese. So it's available for free up until 29th of February 2024. And it's supported in Japanese, Vietnamese, Tagalog, Thai, and Indonesian. What you can do in Japanese. So first, you can check your Japanese level. You can also study based on your goals, and you can study based on recommended courses. So a lot of different options that you can use. Here's the QR code for it. And you can also find it on YOLO Japan's website. If you can just click on it and you'll find it very easy to find. Second tip, make a schedule. So you can use learning services. So here you have an example of a very typical day, school part-time, and then homework or study. So what you can do at home, you can do homework, write kanji, watch YouTube videos. So here there's a few recommended YouTube channels that you can find, such as Mesh Class Nihongo, Nihongo 2.0, Onomap, and Ako Nihongo lessons. But you can also study outside. You can, for example, on the train, break time, and everything. You can use JLPT learning apps, such as Honki JLPT, Nihongo Study, and there's a lot you can find online. And also listening to Japanese songs is also a good way to remember words that you can eventually use in the future. Another tip, memorize 5 kanji every week. It's difficult for people like me who never grew up with kanji as part of our alphabet. And so just 5 kanji a week is just easy. Eventually, you keep at it. If you keep at it, you'll eventually find it very useful. Tip number 3, use the kanji and words you have memorized. One of the best way to use the kanji and the words you have learned or memorized is obviously in your daily life. And what you do in your daily life is go to the store, go to the convenience store, go to the supermarket, and it's by far the easiest and the most convenient way to use those words that you've learned. Then obviously, talk to Japanese friends, because Japanese friends, obviously your friends, and so if you talk to them more and more, eventually they will either understand you or maybe like correct you if you do if you use words that maybe you learn wrong or anything, but they use it in a more casual way, which is by far, from my experience, the best way to learn how to speak Japanese. Then write a diary. Speaking is, of course, very important, but when it comes to kanji, writing is by far the best way to memorize them. And if you write a diary, it doesn't have to be very meaningful or anything, just write a few sentences from the kanji that you've learned in like on the day of or the week of, and then just write them, and then eventually you remember them as long as you write them. Social media as well. Just writing them on paper is sure a good way to remember them, but if you write them on your computer, on your phone, using Instagram, Facebook, Line, anything, is a good way to remember them on a computer device, because we live in a day and age now where we use way more computers than a writing form. Now, important things when studying Japanese. First of all, set your goal. For example, goal for a day, just write kanjis, each kanji 10 times, maybe listen to a Japanese song. As I said before, write a diary, goal for a week, memorize 5 kanji, use the kanji you've learned, either write them down or send them to friends. Goal for a month, memorize 25 kanji, or understand the lyrics of a Japanese song. 2, continue studying every day. It's the same as every study you'll ever have at any point. If you only study the day before the exam, just study everything you could have studied for weeks or months, you'll just get confused. If you study every day, eventually you'll understand everything. 3, use the Japanese words that you learn. Same as I said before, just talk to people, write them down in any shape or form, and you'll be able to remember and improve yourself in your Japanese. Now I will give the talk to Riona, if you would.
Okay, thank you, Hugo. So after you pass the JLPT N3 and N4, so now it's your chance to look for a job for the level, like Japanese level that's suitable with your skills. So let's start study Japanese and try various jobs. So first one is how to find a job via YOLO Japan. In YOLO Japan, we have two ways to find a job. So the first one is to search from the top page. So if you go to our website, yolojapan.com, you can find like on the screen, and please tap on the flags. You can choose like your preferred language. For example, if you are more comfortable using English, you can just tap it, and then you can tap a red button, find a job. And next is you can choose the jobs by the area. So if you want to find a job that nearby your, like close to your house, or like you have some preferred area that you want to work at, you can just like use this feature and then choose wherever you want. Just click on it and then it's done. And next is you can find the job by your Japanese level. So for example, if you have passed N3 or N4, you can choose like everyday conversation. And then next is you can find the job based on the job type that you want to find. So first is like part-time, full-time, temporary, contract, employee, subcontracted, and etc. So here, if you already get like N3 or N4, you can find a full-time job. I think there are like lots of full-time jobs that only needed like N3 level Japanese. Okay, next is to search by featured jobs. So back to the home YOLO Japan website, you can find like 3 bars on the right side. Click on it, and then you can find this like on the screen. Please choose featured jobs. And from here on, you can choose your favorite theme, your favorite category, and also your favorite feature. Next is we have recommended featured jobs for you. So for those with intermediate level Japanese skills, you can choose lots of like job listing. Of course, for you, you will have like more options, like for example, bed making, whole staff, and everything. So please just choose, you can find a job that suits. Next is let's apply for a job. So in YOLO Japan, we have not only full-time jobs, but also part-time jobs. All kind of jobs are available in YOLO Japan. And with YOLO Japan, you can easily show off your strength to the companies. So there are several things that you need to pay attention to. The first one is to record your self-introduction video. So in YOLO Japan, you can record your self-introduction video and upload it on the website. And please make sure to make the video in Japanese. And please make it less than like 1 minute. And please make it in like bright and quiet room, because the companies are looking forward to see your video, and this is your chance to show off your skills to the companies. Next is in YOLO Japan, you don't need any resume. So, but instead, please make sure you fill out your educational background, your work history on my page. So it's like this. You can go to top page and then choose my page. And then you can find user or scout feature information, click on it. And then you can find this like on the screen. there like education and work experience. Click on it and then please write down as much as you can, so that the companies that you apply for, they not only will see your self-introduction video, but also they will see your education and your work experience. So if you fill out as much as you can have like higher chance to get hired, or you get interviewed. Okay, and here is the process until you get hired. So first of all, you may receive an email that you can get an interview. So usually you will get it within 2 weeks after you send an application. And next is you can decide the interview date, like for example, the days and the time that you are available. Next is you go for interview session and then start working. And people that have been hired usually do this. So to increase interview and hiring rate, we recommend you to send 10 applications instead of sending just one and wait. Because people who get hired, usually they send an average of 10 applications. So the more you apply, the more you send an applications, you can like get more chance to get interviewed. And next is we have recommended jobs for N3 and N4 holders. First one is in restaurant. You can be a whole staff and kitchen staff. Next is at a store, for example, as like convenience store staff, or you can work as like nursing care and bed making staff. Next is if you level up your Japanese skills, for example, you level up to like level N2, you can apply for hotel front desk staff, and also you can work in office. And only in YOLO Japan, you can easily search and apply for a job.